Pakistan vs Korea is undoubtedly Tekken's greatest rivalry, all spanning from Arslan's shock EVO wins in 2019. Korea, once the most dominant Tekken nation, found a surprise challenger in Pakistan. Countless duels and memorable sets have taken place across the past few years, and in March, we will finally settle the debate once and for all on who is the best Tekken nation in the 7v7 series. Number 10. We had to start this list off with a banger. Nee's combo breaker reset against Arslan was one of the most tense yet hypest moments in Tekken history. With seconds left on the clock, Nee miraculously found a way to break through Arslan's sturdy defense and through the skin of his teeth, just clawed the HP lead to take the round and the set, resetting the bracket. Unfortunately for Nee, he was unable to capitalize on this momentum as Arslan took home the Combo Breaker trophy, but the reset still stands as one of Combo Breaker's and Tekken's most memorable moments. Number 9 is the most recent addition on our list. It's Firzine's Yoshimitsu pick against Ulsan at the Tekken World Tour 2024 finals. To set the stage, we're at the final match of the group stage. Firzine is already eliminated, but Ulsan needs a win to qualify. Normally you would see victor from Firzine, but all of a sudden, Yoshimitsu comes out. Yoshi took everyone, including Ulsan, by surprise, with Firzine storming to a 1-0 lead and a lead in the final game. It was capped off with an unbelievable ending, with even Firzine not believing what he had just done. Number 8. With Pakistan traveling to Seoul very soon, let's throw it back to another Tekken event in Seoul back in 2023. Arslan and Atif were the sole representatives for Team Pakistan at the Tekken World Tour Challenger event Uprising, which was also the first time Pakistanis had visited Korea for a tournament. However, nothing could stop their dominance throughout the tournament. Both players made their way to winners top 8 in one of the most stacked brackets of the year, defeating Nee, JDCR and many other Koreans on their journey. Although things hit a road bump when Atif was eliminated and Arslan was sent to losers, nothing was going to stop Arslan from the title, resetting and beating Galgongni to put another feather in his 2023 cap. Could we see that same dominance from Pakistan in Seoul very soon? Number 7. One of the most memorable moments in Tekken history was the low-high rage art. To set the scene, Pakistan had just burst onto the scene in 2019, and Awais Honey was one of the guys who had won multiple majors that year. He had defeated Low-High previously in tournament multiple times, and he was the final Pakistani remaining in the global finals. He needed to win that match versus Low-High if he wanted to progress on into the top 8. Akuma versus Shaheen on the abandoned temple. It looks like Awais only needs one more hit. Awais goes for the forward 4, and all of a sudden, Low-High pops the rage art and with a pixel remaining, steals the game from Awais. I lost my voice on commentary and the venue erupted as Awais and Pakistan were eliminated from the 2019 global finals.
Oh, the rage art! That's gonna be it! Low-High with the clutch right at the end, and he will move into top 8, eliminating Awais from the tournament. Oh my God!
One of the greatest sets I've seen today, but wow, congratulations to Low-High.
Oh
but
my
man,
God!
you gotta give it up. Awais Honey, a valiant effort. And not just Awais Honey, all the players and all the community at him.
Number 6. Pakistan entering the scene changed the landscape of Tekken entirely. For the longest time, Korea and Japan were the most dominant Tekken nations. But once Arslan had won EVO Japan, and especially EVO Vegas, everything changed. Especially when he said that there are at least 5 people back home who are on my level or even better than me. This opened the floodgates for players back home to start traveling and winning majors like Awais Honey, Atif Butt, Bilal, and many more. And Pakistan inserted itself into the conversation as the best Tekken nation on the planet. Number 5. John Ding's win against Atif in the losers finals of Rev Major was one of the most intense sets of Tekken seen on the Tekken World Tour. Multiple characters were used by the two players throughout the set, and it came down to a final round, Zafina versus Lucky Chloe. After a combo, Atif runs up and goes for a stance low and tries to continue the offense, but John Ding pops the rage art, absorbs the hit, and takes out Atif from the tournament. Players rushed onto the stage, the Philippines crowd went crazy, and John Ding used that momentum to take the entire tournament from the loser side. This would be just the first of many iconic encounters between Atif and John Ding. Number 4. The Gamers 8 tournament was one of the most iconic tournaments of Tekken history, not least because of the team format, but also because of its gigantic prize pool of $1 million, the largest prize pool of Tekken history. This 3v3 Nations Cup included 16 nations from around the world battling for life-changing money and the title of Best Tekken Nation in the world. The winners' finals of course came down to Pakistan versus Korea, which was the first time these two countries would meet in a team format. Pakistan took this set quite comfortably and moved on to the grand finals. The grand finals is where it got crazy though. Khan and Atif won their 2 sets, but the set became tied when Nee stepped up to the boss match, beating Arslan Ash 3-0. It came down to Atif versus Nee in the tiebreaker, and Nee dropped a crucial combo with Brian, misjudging where the wall was on the stage. This allowed Atif back into the game, and he was able to take the tiebreaker 2-0 and grant Pakistan the victory. And just as Arslan said in the post-tournament interview, this cemented Pakistan as the best Tekken country on the planet. Number 3. The Esports World Cup was the sequel to Gamers 8 in Riyadh, which had now become a singles tournament rather than a team tournament, but was going to provide more chapters to the Pakistan vs Korea story regardless. There were multiple crazy moments in this tournament, such as Arslan's early exit and other crazy matches, but the biggest story was Atif vs Ulsan in the grand finals. The majority of players and casters predicted an Atif win based on the way that he had been performing not only at the tournament but also before. At the very least, people expected a close match between Atif and Ulsan, but it was anything but that. Ulsan made a 3-round comeback in game 1, and from there it just got worse and worse for Atif as the frustration started to build up. Ulsan put on a masterclass and won the grand finals 5-0, shocking everyone in the Tekken world and taking the Esports World Cup title. Number 2. Nee's visit to Pakistan was one of the most heartwarming features of this rivalry and truly encapsulated the spirit of Tekken. Nee's rivalry with Arslan was one of the biggest storylines in Tekken in 2019, but what made it even more special was Nee's willingness to travel to Arslan's home country to get even better at Tekken. The trip was almost unprecedented. Nee took home valuable experience and put on a very strong showing against some of Pakistan's finest, including future opponents who had not been seen internationally yet. The traditional Pakistani hospitality and trip really encompassed everything great about Tekken, and it's what made Nee and Korea's rivalry with Pakistan so special. They want nothing more than to improve, learn from each other, and push each other to be the best. And at number 1, we had to go with what truly kickstarted this legendary national rivalry, Arslan Ash winning EVO. Putting into detail the tribulations that Arslan went through in order to achieve this double feat will take ages. Whether it's the first tournament win in Dubai against Nee, the EVO Japan travel issues, etc. But it's clear that this was truly the catalyst for not only Arslan's legendary career, but Pakistani Tekken as a whole. The numerous Pakistani champions, the unforgettable moments, heated matchups, they all do not happen without these legendary tournament runs, which is why it had no other place than being number 1. Thank you for watching, and do not forget that Pakistan vs Korea is coming up very soon, and we are sure to expect even more fireworks and legendary moments in Seoul next weekend. Tune in March 14th to 16th for Pakistan vs Korea, history in the making.